Hi precious Leos, thank you for joining me here at the Oracle, the Feather Crown Tree. This is your Scorpio season reading. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, just look below. There is a notation for my website where you can book online. I would love to do one for you. This reading evolves out of the daily chakras readings that I do. Its underlying theory is that if all of our chakras come together into one, we'd have a centralized chakra, our heart center, where it's radiating so much energy that it no longer really needs to feed off the energy of the environment. So our center card speaks to that concept, and then I interlaid a Western zodiac wheel over this so that we can speak of each ray individually. I just saged and burned a little Palo Santo and used a singing bowl to clear the space to do this work for you. So I'm feeling like I'm able to enter your energy now. With more of a mystic eye. Okay, let me read the back of your card here in the center. Passion reignites, and within the flawless patterns of each other's soul, you discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds at endless blessing. Place no restrictions on one another. Be firmly grounded within each other's soil, but allow enough space for your branches to sway freely so that you each may dance to the song of your own spirit. Well, isn't that the sweetest message? I love this card for you, and it's so suiting for part of your nature, you know. I think of Leos as lovers in a way, and that they love to be loved. They at least like part of the game of love even. And I'm finding more and more that Leos are growing with their spirituality. I don't think that you get that that credit for being as focused in that realm as you actually are. Okay, so, you know, I am seeing, like, at the heart of your reading here, definitely this nod to love. And not only is it a little love, it feels like it's quite extraordinary. Like, this feels like an equal pairing here of something very important to you. And it feels so strong that almost that strength is coming up from the roots that it's rooted in and is permeated both of the being's entire being. It feels very energizing too, very healthy in the heart space. I do feel that both of these individuals are exceptionally strong and may be well-formed already, maybe quite mature in what they believe and how they behave. And by mature, I mean habitual in a way, like well-seasoned. They may not be as fluid to change. I feel like one energy is kind of just accepting and sort of there and being present, and the other one's being a little bit more of an observer, a little bit more with a voice of authority, even looking down, even kind of judging a little bit. So I'd watch for that dynamic, maybe wanting to play out. And this could be switching between the both of you, especially being so strong-willed. I also feel like there is a lot of thought going on here that doesn't necessarily feel comfortable. It feels stormy. It feels like it's blocking out just the pure love energy that could be there. So you may be finding yourselves having a lot of discussions or being in, a more of a mental space at this time, and really communicating things to one another that are not necessarily comfortable in nature. Okay, I'm going to look now at your first house. This is the presentation of yourself. So I see you so light in your energy, so spirited, so fresh, so curious even. And I feel like this is just an inkling of who you really are. This doesn't feel to me necessarily the most authentic you. As I know your energy, it feels so playful, like you are kind of allowing yourself to be on hold, and you've put into motion a sort of lighter version of yourself, like you're running on a instead of putting all your energy into something, you're just kind of, I'm not going to say like doing the minimal, but you're testing out a more playful, lighthearted way of being in the world, rather than coming in with so much force, but with no less curiosity. Now, as I look at your house of value, I see that you are, I feel like I'm hearing like at once you're getting rid of maybe a lot of things that you were attached to, and then you're growing something kind of big. It doesn't seem really big, but it's going to, given a little amount of time, exponentially kind of blow up on you. Like you're looking at something here that wants to become quite large. And I think that it's able to do that because you, without really knowing it, because you're burning away something, it's allowing for something else to come in burning, having that space to really set like a new passion. And I kind of see you doing this on your own. I feel like this is almost taking place in your thoughts too. Like you are thinking big at this time, and allowing yourself to let go of maybe an entire thought system, so that maybe something bigger can come through, or an expansion on the old thought system. Clearing way to bring in more. Now let me look here at your house of communication. And I also consider this your immediate community. Yeah, I'm kind of getting this same energy here that we have in the center card. These two very much alike beings that may be, in resonance with one another, but not completely jiving. And again, this energy behind them that's sort of coming in, that's in a way nearly otherworldly, that's going to maybe stampede them. So you may be having something going on here where, if you are in partnership with someone, this could be with yourself as well, kind of two sides of yourself, there may be something coming in that's just going to take over without you really being aware of it, and transform things. And it doesn't necessarily feel like it's going to be in a way that's super comfortable. Again, this can be riding off of this energy a little bit. And again, okay, I'm now in your 4th house, your home, your family, your ancestry. I'm seeing this energy again. The two parties very similar. Again, there's an energy of one looking on the other. Here we have it again. And it's almost like a mental, nearly telepathic thing at this point going on. So there may be someone that is family, that you want to be family, that feels like family. It could be a sister, a brother, a lover, you know. It feels like there is just, like the minds aren't necessarily meeting. And there's a little bit of disconnect there. And because of that, there's like a lack of emotional health, you know, like it's carrying, because the mental thing can't even take off, then the emotions can't take off, and then the body can't really interact either. So without this intellectual health going on, there seems to be a little stagnation in the process of connecting. Now I'm going to take a look at your 5th house, really where you can be out in the world presenting your authority to a certain degree, and how that garners some feedback. I see you very almost taking for granted for something that has the certain focus and direction that you have an allegiance to, that is an authority above you. This could be a religion, a certain type of dogma, you know, some sort of belief system perhaps that holds quite a bit of authority in your life. And as I see you with this kind of dual pairing nature here, again, we're getting some of that in this card. And I feel like here we have someone that has, in a way, turned and left something like a shadow of themselves to come together and see someone eye to eye. You know, this is the first time I'm really seeing two people on equal footing here and getting each other. So maybe there's something, this could be playing out in the workplace, but it would definitely be where you feel like your life, where you associate authority in your life right now. And I just feel like there is this more explorative energy that you're allowing to come through, this burning away of the old, this new opening, this way of entertaining, in a way, these other notions. And maybe this is coming through the other person, and in a way I don't think that it's harming you at all. You know, it seems to be kind of invigorating you and making you even more like, in a way, you're kind of disregarding that authoritative system that maybe you've been aligned with, and you're more in alignment with this other being now, and the conversation that can go on when you're really connecting there. And this does feel like it has to do with systems of thought and meaning and things that could be influencing the both of you from an historical perspective, things that you're learning. And I feel like you're really enjoying that. Now I'm going to look at your house of health and daily routine here. You seem very, very, very well. Like all is good. Very well rooted. Very balanced. And able to, because you are, you're well taken care of, it's like you have time to go within. You understand the need on a daily basis for prayer or meditation. I really feel like there's an emphasis on leafy greens, like you're eating a lot of that type of food. There's, you know, you put a lot of priority on that, and that you're sleeping well. Now, when I look at your relationship sector and health, pardon me, and harmony and beauty, I see you connecting with something that feels very down to earth. And I don't normally, and I got this last month for you too, I don't normally associate these earthier energies with you. But I think that there's something so important about being rooted lately, and you associating rootedness with like a precursor to love. Like it's important to have roots to grow love with. And it's just nice. It's nice not to see like a lot of superficial emphasis, you know, this enjoyment of things being a little raw or natural, and yet having, even if you're not like a pagan soul or something, still looking towards something that's divine for you, but yet, you know, respecting and being connected with the natural realm as well. Oh wow, we got another tree energy here. Okay, so this is where you can kind of dive deeper. This is the Scorpio house, so it's really the theme of the month here. And this could be secrets, what's hidden. Yes, again, like needing to be rooted, seeing that as a way to really having love, knowing and understanding that at like your core, that, and being fascinated in a way by these other elements that become like magical for you and create mystery through this ability to want to be in love, basically. Now I'm going to look at your house where you can go as far as you can go here. This is really getting out of your comfort zone. So, this is a really heavy card. I love this deck, by the way. Love it. I list all my decks in the description box below if you ever want to check them out. I feel like you're starting to get higher and higher into this consciousness that you wouldn't have even expected to go into. It's as if you are... It's as if like Leos are stepping out of their ego and aligning with the divine, becoming... It's such a beautiful thing. It's like you know that you're in your divinity, in alignment with divinity. You're stronger than you are in your ego. It's like you mastered it. It's so amazing. Like you're in such a higher frequency now. Okay, so this is your house of your greatest accomplishments, your legacy. You're even being kind of funny here. I see that it's almost like you don't want to be taken too seriously. You don't mind having a little bit of awkwardness in how you're appearing. It's so not Leo. But I love it for you. You're busy. You enjoy being busy. You enjoy being centered. You enjoy being emotionally calm. You are enjoying getting out of any limitations that you put on yourself, that I feel like you've really been true to for a good portion of your life. You have learned that you're so much more than you thought you were. You're fearless, insightful. It's beautiful energy, Leo. It's just beautiful. So, okay, let's look now at your 11th house. Really yourself, and then your integration with others. Again, we have a dual energy here. A very mirroring twin energy in a lot of these cards for you. You may have found someone. This is like, it may be hard for you to perceive your world other than these two worlds right now, like where you are just so locked into someone around you, or something, I don't know, there's something going on here that is so close to you, that is just mirroring you. And I feel like it's leading you to experience more of that like magic and a different type of energy than you are normally standing in. I mean, this is far more cosmic, far more intense than just dabbling in something simple. Yeah. This is I'm also hearing like it's kind of destined, meant to be, like it's really, bigger forces are at play here in your interaction with maybe someone or something this month. Now, as I look at this first card that we had, and I get to hear it makes so much sense, sort of the message coming off of here. So this is the 12th house, self-transcendence. And in a way, we've been talking about that. Like, I feel like you've done a lot of self-transcendence in the last few months. It's amazing, especially for Leos, for humanity, when you step into like the highest octave possible of your energy. Like, for all of us, it's so healthy. So this is, of course, we got a little kitty cat here, which is also a goddess, you know, goddess of the home. But for me, what's coming through is really, you know, taking that grander lion energy and putting it into the little pussycat here. And it's the same type of thing here. It's like you've got all that fire, but you've put it into something that's far more delicate, far more quiet. You know, it doesn't have that intensity to it. And I think by doing that, what you have found is that you have more energy then to go higher. Instead of burning it all out into this 3D realm, you now can seek and have access to things that are far more higher in their consciousness than just burning away everything in this realm. So this is, it's such a refinement of your energy, in a way. And it's also a nod to really getting like the balancing, the bringing in of this like feminine, powerful energy, to really getting how to understand that in relation to maybe the stronger male, like lion energy that you have maybe aligned with in the past. That you're just getting more and more that the feminine doesn't mean less powerful, that it's just as powerful and has its own way of being powerful. And I think that you're really enjoying that. I think it's kind of intense for you. at the same time to come to know that energy, because it has its own kind of fierceness. And you know, I think that you're learning that, though. I think you're allowing yourself to step into that, and really through experience, and maybe this is through another, where if you come so close to it, you may actually be able to really get it more. I'm just seeing if anything else would like to have it say. I think we're all talked out here, though, so we will end, and I just want to wish you the best Scorpio season. Stay blessed, and many, many blessings to you.